Alright guys, with our Rustler here, and this is just going to be a quick pickups video, as well as just my reaction to a few developments that happened on Raw last night. Because they were a bit weird, I'm going to be honest. Daniel Bryan, thank you t-shirt, because thank you Daniel Bryan. Anyway, so firstly let's get to the stuff I picked up. We'll start with this, there's only two things. Scooby-Doo, the Wrestlemania mystery. It's got John Cena in it. It should be good. Like the Marine in 12 rounds. It's got AJ Lee in it. I haven't watched it yet. And now we get to the good thing. NXT Greatest Matches Volume 1. I only got it on DVD, I didn't get it on Blu-ray, sadly. This is a pretty great set. I watched it over the weekend. It is lovely. It's really lovely. I love the case, how it showcases Balor and Owens and Zayn and Neville and Big E and Sasha and Bayley and Charlotte and Becky and Paige. All the people that have helped NXT become what it is today. The matches on here are absolute quality. There's a really damn good one between William Regal and Cesaro in NXT, which is just fantastic. Go watch it, it's brilliant. The story in it's amazing. Speaking of story, Bayley Banks Brooklyn's on here. There's a reason to buy it automatically. Amazing match. You've also got the 4.5-star match between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville for the NXT title. A great match with Owens and Zayn for the title. Owens and Balor for the title is pretty great. There's some great matches on this set. You also have the first NXT Women's title match between Bayley, Paige, and Emma, which is pretty good. Not as good as the Arrival match, but good. The 2 out of 3 falls match between Cesaro and Sami Zayn is pretty great. So yeah, this is a pretty great set. Pretty much you've just understand that this is a pretty great set. Now let's move on to what happened on Raw. Okay, so I want to talk about the 7-man IC title ladder match, because they've done exactly what they did last year. And just put a multi-man match for the IC title, which I like because it shows variation, and IC title hasn't been defended much in WrestleMania recently, so it's nice to see it actually defended. I mean, it was defended last year, but it wasn't defended the year before. I don't think it was on the line at 29 either. So, yeah, so the 7 men in it. Unlike last year, I don't know if it's star power, because last year you had Bryan, Ziggler, two, pretty much main eventers, well, Ziggler, meh. But this year you don't have the star power, but I would say what's good about this one is that it's fresh, and you've got some new challenges for the IC title. That's also my biggest issue with it. So the guys in it, so you've got Kevin Owens, the IC champion, makes total sense obviously, because he's the champ. Sami Zayn, a lot of people wanted Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens one-on-one. I don't think that should happen yet, I think they should save it. Dolph Ziggler, because Ziggler needs to be in a match at Mania, if he's not I would cry. The Miz, who again, still the most underrated guy probably on the roster, well, one of the most underrated definitely. And then you've got the weird 3. So you've got Stardust, which again, it's a spot fest, so you may as well put Cody in there. Sin Cara, really random. I mean, Kalisto and Sin Cara haven't been tagging much since Kalisto won the US belt, which someone actually posted the idea to me 5 minutes ago. What about if Sin Cara wins the title and Kalisto and Sin Cara dominate the mid-card? No, for the love of God. And the last guy is Zack Ryder, and that is just so random. Zack Ryder hasn't won a match on Raw since March of 2014. So it's just really random to me. But the 7 guys in it can have a very good, entertaining matchup. And especially with Owens, Zayn, and Ziggler. I mean, Sin Cara's going to have some great spots. Ryder can have some good spots. Owens can have some good spots. Zayn can have some good spots. Ziggler can do some stuff. Miz is actually so underrated in ladder matches. He takes some good spots. Who's the other one? Stardust, and that's it. Yeah, Stardust is the one to me that actually I'm the least interested in because he's just there. Whereas at least Ryder and Sin Cara are kind of fresh to the the mid-card title picture. Stardust isn't. He's been there for ages, and I just never did anything with him. What kind of annoys me is that I feel like Cesaro would probably be in this matchup if he wasn't injured. So it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, that's the 7-man IC title match. It should be pretty good. I would be surprised if it didn't kick off Mania. It'll probably kick it off like the one last year did. But do I think it'll be as good as the one last year? The one last year had Daniel Bryan in it. It had Luke Harper in it, and it had Barrett and Ziggler in it. I mean, it also had Ambrose in it, and and Stardust. So that's 6 top guys. Here, I'd say you've got 3 really, and Miz. So, I mean, while I do like Ryder and Sin Cara being in it, there's 0 chance in them winning. There's 0 chance in Stardust winning. The one last year had a lot more, like, there were stakes to it, because you didn't quite know who'd win. I mean, I picked Dean Ambrose, and of course he didn't. Daniel Bryan did, yes. But this year, it seems fairly obvious, I think Kevin Owens is retaining it. And I want that, which is a good thing, but it's too obvious. Like, I don't even see Sami Zayn winning. It just doesn't make sense for him to take the belt off Owens in a ladder match. And if they book it like that, good for them, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Moving on, the other important thing is the fact that Undertaker's career was put on the line if he loses to Shane. This is WWE overbooking for the sake of overbooking. So, Shane's back, and it's in Hell in a Cell, and if Shane wins, he gets control of Raw. That wasn't big enough, apparently, so they decided, how can we market this even more? It can be Undertaker's last match. Will it be Undertaker's last match? I still don't know. I still don't quite know how they're going to do it. I've had several ideas. One of them was Shane gets destroyed by The Undertaker, and then Undertaker just lets Shane pin him. My other idea is Shane actually genuinely beats him, which would annoy everybody, I believe. It'd pee me off, I'm going to be honest. Or there's like the idea of Undertaker just straight winning and swooping Shane. I don't know. I felt like they should have swapped Shane out at some point for someone else. I mean, when Ziggler did like the whole I want a match at Mania, I felt like they were going to do that, and then Ziggler was going to lose. But apparently not. I still don't quite know. The fact that Taker's career's on the line, I think swings it towards him winning, because I don't know if they're going to have Shane and Undertaker's career. That's not exactly a Shawn Michaels Ric Flair moment, is it? Even though Shane is a good worker, it just doesn't really make sense like that. I mean, I don't know, and that's a good thing that I don't know. It's the pole opposite of the IC title match, and that's actually why I wanted to bring them up in contrast. That's unpredictable, that isn't, and sometimes predictability sometimes can be very good. Bryan winning the title at WrestleMania 30 was predictable, but it was very good. Lesnar beating the streak was very unpredictable, and immediately everybody hated it, but over time, I think I specifically come to respect it. I still don't like it. I've come to respect it for what it's done to Lesnar, what it's done to Reigns, what it can do for Ambrose at Mania. Ambrose got a chainsaw from Chainsaw Charlie on Raw, by the way. By Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie. That was awesome. He's going to cut Lesnar in half with that chainsaw. I actually, as soon as he gave Ambrose the chainsaw, I immediately visioned what was going to happen at Mania. Ambrose was going to crack Lesnar with a bat, and he wasn't going to be able to beat him, and he goes and gets the chainsaw and gets F5'd. I hope for the love of God that isn't it. I do want Ambrose to win to death. Even though I love Lesnar, I want Ambrose to win. But enough about that. Back onto the unpredictability thing. Another good thing, though, as you can just say, is I went off topic from the... Okay, we'll just screw this. We'll just call this NXT Greatest matches DVD and WrestleMania discussion. So I'm just going to discuss whatever. I don't care. So yeah, the good thing about the WrestleMania card this year, yes, there are injuries. Rollins, Orton, Cena, Cesaro, Nikki Bella. Yeah, I have a Nikki Bella shirt. That's so weird. I also have a Sheamus shirt. So yeah, those injuries are definitely going to hurt it, but in the end, I actually think this card can be solid, and it can be great if matches like Lesnar and Ambrose steal the show, which it will, if the Divas match is given time, which I hope it is, because that can be a 4-star match, easily, because the talent of those Divas, it should be. If Styles and Jericho, which still hasn't been booked, what are they doing? Just book it. We know it's going to happen at this point. Just book it. If Styles loses, I'll cry. But that match should be great, and actually I've seen people say that'll steal the show. What's funny is I don't know what will steal the show. There could be that match stealing the show. The Hell in a Cell match could steal the show from a story standpoint. Even though the story is kind of all over the place at the moment. Lesnar and Ambrose, I think, will steal the show. And then there's the main event, which is the only part of the show I think that's actually predictable outside of the ladder match. Because, people, I'm annoyed at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because they haven't booked it. They haven't, like, done anything to it. There's, like, 6 participants in it, and I don't think any of them are going to win. If they do, I'll cry. And that's, like, Dallas, Slater, Axel... Who the hell's the other member of the Social Outcasts? Adam Rose, Kane, and Big Show. They can't win it. We need someone else to win it, like, I don't know, Tyler Breeze. I can try. I can dream. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, again, just didn't do anything. But yeah, I guess this has been my WrestleMania discussion, along with my NXT Greatest Matches DVD. Pick it up, buy it now on buy it in HMV, £20.99. It's great. $9.99, $20.99. It's great. Literally, it's amazing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope. Tell me what you think. This IC title ladder match has actually got me thinking a lot, but it's going to be great. It's going to be very good at least, but I don't know if it's the right way to go. It's going to be entertaining as hell, but I just don't know if it's the right way to go. It just, to me, is shoehorning people on the card who don't need to be on the card. I mean, Ryder and Sin Cara and Stardust could just be in the Battle Royal, surely. I mean, Stardust, have him win the Battle Royal, that'd be fantastic. But anyway, I guess, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Raw Ross. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.